Hey, folks, happy Friday. We are live, and it is April. Goodness, how far we've come in 2021 already. It's what, a third, no, a quarter of the way through the year, basically. Um, and it's it's Friday. Fridays are great. We love Fridays. Fridays are the days where we get to, sort of look forward to the weekend and have a little bit of fun. And I do like having fun. I do try and enjoy my Fridays. I like my Fridays, and I know a lot of you guys do too. But I kind of have a one of the downsides. Let me start over. One of the downsides I've been finding of being so productive in my life, lists and everything, and just getting lots of stuff done. This has been going on for some time. One of the downsides I find of being so productive all the time is that it's difficult for me to allow myself to enjoy downtime. I hate feeling bored. I hate the feeling that I've got nothing to do, or that it's sort of that, I'm wasting my life sort of thing. I only get one. I don't get this time back. I've got to make it count. I've got to do something. Um, and on a logical level, I understand that having downtime and having fun and enjoying yourself is important. It's a part of the process. But on an emotional level, it's really hard to grasp with those feelings. And I don't know if you feel the same way. If you do, then hopefully this will be helpful, us talking through this. If not, then, well, you just showed up because you wanted to see my pretty face. Uh, well, so here's the thing. I'm a gamer. I like playing games. I like playing video games. Always have, ever since I was a wee laddie. And I've played a lot of video games in my time. I've spent many hours playing various games throughout the years, and it's been fun. Like I do enjoy that sort of activity. It is enjoyable. It's something that I like sitting down and doing. But I also recognize that I've done a lot of it in my life, and when you get to a certain point and you start thinking about stuff that you want to accomplish in your remaining days. I'm wondering how video games fit in with all of that. There's a lot of things that I am trying to accomplish. First and foremost, being a good dad to my kids, being a homeowner. Home ownership takes a lot of maintenance. When you own a home, you've got to keep it in good shape. Being a good teacher, having a full-time job. And it's not just a job, it's a career, something I've been building up over the last, 13 years now. It's a lot. There's a lot to keep up with. Any one of those things, you could make it into a full-time job, where you just pour all of your career time into. Now, there's still downtime, and then what I've decided to do with some of my downtime, like doing YouTube, doing vlogs. I've got some other projects in the works that I like working on. Sorry, the cat's playing with a bottle cap. That's his. One of the cat's favorite toys are bottle caps, and the other cat likes hair ties. That's just their jam. That's what they like doing. Anyway, back to what I was saying. It makes me wonder sometimes where video games fit into all this. I still enjoy playing games. I enjoy experiencing stories, or making my own fun in these imaginary worlds, playing Rust, playing Valheim, playing role-playing games, building stuff in The Sims. What do you want, cat? Go away. Dude, I'm busy here. Don't you understand in your little strawberry brain that I'm busy here? No, I don't get it. What's a vlog? Anywho, um, so I've developed kind of a complex lately. My wife can tell you all about this. I've developed this little complex where I I will play video games, or I will want to play video games, but then I feel guilty for doing so, for even wanting to play games, and I think, well, I could spend, an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, whatever, playing. I'm sorry, hold on a second. Hey, do you want attention? Do you want attention? What do you want? Okay. Stop that. This thing that he's after. Go get it. Anyway, cats, right? So where was I? Developed it. Don't bring it back. It's playing fetch. Okay, sorry. I'm holding on to this for a while. Okay, you can just deal. I've developed this kind of complex where I'll sit down and play some games, or have some downtime to just enjoy myself. But then I'll feel guilty about it. Either guilty about wanting to play games, or feel guilty about spending an hour or two or three or four, however long, playing some games, because I'm in this sort of scarcity mindset. Like, there's only so much time that I have. I should be doing something productive. If I'm spending an hour playing video games, that's an hour that I'm not editing video. That's an hour that I'm not, coming up with designs, or building out, my social media, or, an hour that I'm not lesson planning. And it's hard to not feel guilty about stuff like that. I know it's not healthy. I know it's not how I should be, treating myself, but it's one of those things it's kind of hard to avoid. Right. So I wish I had an answer for this. I'm trying to get to a point where I can feel good about, partly why I'm doing these lists is so I can have a list of accomplishments and be like, okay, well, today or this week, I crossed off a bunch of items on my list. I got a couple videos done. I, made some graphics. I created some stuff. I fixed something around the house. I've done all these things. Now I can afford myself a little bit of downtime. That helps a little bit. It's taking a while to kind of sink in and allow myself to, just enjoy that. Another way that I'm trying, we'll see how well it goes, is to stream some of my game playing. Because there's two ways I see it, is there's two ways I could look at this. One is I can just, get over myself and be like, hey, Lauer, just allow yourself to enjoy your downtime. Hey, you accomplished so much, just let go, and play for a bit, and treat yourself. You deserve it. And that's okay. I mean, that's still hard to do. The other way I could look at it is, well, if you're considering it downtime, well, why don't you make it into uptime? Why don't you stream your game playing? Why don't you make that public? Why don't you record the stuff that you're doing? Because then at least I can feel like I'm generating content. Because I'm one of those. I've developed that mindset over. I didn't always used to be like this, but I developed that mindset over time that I've always got to be working on something. I've always got to be producing. Otherwise, I'm failing or I'm falling behind. And that's it's good for keeping your drive and motivation going, but it's kind of bad for your mental state. So I'm basically just trying to find that good middle ground between, enjoying what I'm doing and doing something productive, and if I can get to there, like I enjoy doing YouTube. I enjoy teaching. I enjoy being a homeowner. I enjoy being a father, and doing all that stuff. I enjoy all of those things. And just making sure that I'm being productive with all that stuff too is that's it's a balancing act. It really is. And the older I get, the more I realize that most of life and being happy is just finding those middle grounds, finding that balancing act between being productive and being and enjoying the things that you're doing. So I feel if I can generally enjoy the productive activities that I'm doing, then that's pretty much that, that's pretty much the goal of what I'm going for is enjoying the productive times, and then being productive. Then I'll enjoy it all the time. I'll just be happy all the time, never sad. Well, that's not true. The being sad is a different thing, but the feeling I'm trying to avoid is boredom and guilt, because those are not really productive feelings. Sadness, happiness, anger, accomplishment, those are good feelings, but boredom and guilt, those don't really contribute to anything unless you're I guess a tortured artist, which a little bit. But yeah, that's kind of all that was on my mind today. Was that feeling? That's definitely something I've grappled with for a long time, and I'm continually working with that. And I know there's other people outlet who feel the same way. There's people who have found that good balance between work and enjoyment. If you enjoy your work, there's that saying: if you enjoy your work, you don't work a day in your life. And of course, that means that if you enjoy what you do, it's not going to feel like work. And generally, that's kind of how I operate. I love my job. It doesn't feel like work most of the time. Most of the time, there's some things I have to do, like grading or entering attendance, or certain meetings. Not that they're a waste of time. It's just it's work to do. That those aren't as enjoyable, but fortunately, it's not like something I have to slog through very often. So generally, I enjoy my job. I enjoy keeping this house and this family, and I enjoy my hobbies, and more so, honestly, now that I'm documenting things, which we talked about documentation the other day. I'm documenting things. I'm feeling like my hobbies are being productive, and that's helping to feed my ego a little bit. Like, okay, yeah, Lauer, you're not just wasting your time sitting on the couch, doing whatever. I still do that from time to time, but anyway, I'm starting to talk in circles here, so I know it's time to hang it up for the day. But happy Friday, everybody. Have a good weekend, and I will see you on Monday. Hopefully Monday. Adios.